White-tailed deer. The main identifying feature of the white-tailed deer is the tail. It has a white underside, and it will rise up or flash if the deer has been disturbed or when the deer's running. The coats of whitetail will also change color with the seasons, from a reddish brown in the summer months to a grayish brown in the winter months. Males, or bucks, usually hang out solo, weigh between 100 and 300 pounds, and have antlers that grow up and forward with pointed tips that project upward. Female deer, or does, prefer the group dynamic and usually weigh between 85 and 135 pounds. To find a buck, look for its bed. All deer prefer to bed down in forested areas with thick plant growth and lots of sunlight. A water source will also be a good sign of a feeding area. Basically, keep an eye on the edges of swamps, fields, and forests, and you should have some buck luck on a hunt for whitetail.
When you're hunting for bucks, you want to find a rub like this. Now, a deer rub is basically when the buck is rubbing his forehead and his antlers against a tree. You're going to find these late summer, early fall, and during the rut. During the rut, bucks will make scrapes like this one. Now, basically what they do is they dig their hooves into the dirt, and then they pee on it to mark their territory. They do this to let the other bucks know they're in town. Another way to find your buck is to follow the scat trail. A trail of deer droppings will lead you to your trophy buck. You just gotta know what you're looking for. For starters, smaller pellets equal smaller deer. Simple enough, right? What you're looking for are pellets about 3/4 of an inch in size. Pellet piles in this size category will have been dropped by a pretty big buck, so it's a pretty good find. But take a closer look, because you're gonna need to know how fresh it is. If the scat is wet and shiny, it means it was dropped about 6 to 12 hours ago or less. So keep quiet, start hunting. The buck is probably still in the neighborhood. If you want to bring down a big buck or any big game successfully, you're going to need the right tools. So if you want a wall hanger, you're going to need the right gear. If you're using a firearm, you want to use a lever or a bolt action rifle. If you're using a bow, you can use a crossbow or a compound bow with sharp broadheads. Any of these big boys will pack enough punch to take out accurately any kind of big game you're looking for. Accuracy is key, because if you hit the deer anywhere outside of the vital zone area, it's going to run off wounded and you're going to have to run after it and find it. Oh, and if you're planning on mounting the head, you're going to want to try to avoid damaging the cape with your shot or when you're field dressing.